What a weekend for astrophotography this has been. It's currently Sunday night, and this is the third clear night in a row. We haven't had weather like this since, I don't know, probably the summer of last year that I can remember. This is my third night out in a row, and there literally has not been a cloud in the sky since probably about Friday morning at some point. And they're even saying it's going to be clear tomorrow night. This will be my last night for the weekend and probably for the next little bit. But I'm definitely making the most of it. I've actually been shooting 2 targets these last 2 nights, Friday night and Saturday night. And one I've been shooting at the beginning of the night. So basically, thanks to daylight savings time, now we're here in Toronto, we're looking to at 8:30 around when it starts to get dark, 8:45. So that's the very earliest that I can start shooting. So what I've been doing is setting up then and shooting M51. That's also known as the Whirlpool Galaxy. Probably seen many pictures of it. It's the 2 galaxies interacting, and always one of my favorite targets. I've actually shot it before. It was actually one of my very first pictures I ever did. It's pretty horrible. I'll post it right here. Yeah, pretty laughable. So that was shot with my William Optic Red Cat. Funny story. I had no idea it was the first galaxy I'd ever shot, and I had no idea how small it would be, and I could not find it. At least I thought I couldn't find it. And then I looked even closer on one of my exposures, and I saw this tiny little smudge right in the middle of the screen. And I thought, no way, that can't be it. And I zoomed in, and I saw the 2 bright cores of the galaxies there interacting with each other. And I think I put about an hour and 15 minutes on it. That was in the summertime, so the Big Dipper was setting at that point of the year, whereas now it's actually rising in the sky. And so yeah, M51 is basically on the opposite side of the bottom of the handle as the Pinwheel Galaxy. So I'll try to show you here where it is. So it's actually a nice location. It's basically right behind where I'm shooting now. Hopefully you can see my camera star tracker and everything shooting as we speak. So yeah, what I've been doing is I've been shooting M51 from 8:30, 8:45, probably even closer to 9 by the time it's high enough in the sky, and shooting that for about 3 hours each of the last 2 nights. So I got about 6 hours before tonight. And then Friday and Saturday what I was doing was, after that point, I was switching to M13, and that's known as the Hercules globular cluster. It's a tight globular cluster of stars just in the constellation of Hercules, and it basically rises up just below the Big Dipper, so where we're shooting right now. And you don't need a ton of integration time on it. It's just basically a bunch of bright stars, but it's a pretty cool object. And so I switched to that around 12:30 and just shot it for a little bit each of those 2 nights. So hopefully the idea is that I'm going to have 2 pictures for you at the end of this video. Trying to make the most of this awesome weekend. It's also very mild, which is nice. It's officially spring here now, so that's been nice. I don't even have a hat on tonight. That's how warm it is. And not only that, but the skies have been really clear. Like good seeing, good transparency. At least I haven't noticed that for quite some time. So the moon is, I think it's at 50% tonight, but Friday night it was like 30 something, 41 last night. And it's sort of setting in the west now, so it's not too bad. Tonight will probably be the worst, the most effect it'll have on my images. Just a little bit of information what I'm shooting with tonight. So call me a glutton for punishment, but I'm once again using my Sharpstar 76mm. Not exactly what you'd call a Galaxy Hunter. So this is going to be another huge crop on both of these targets. They're both quite small. I'll try to show you a single exposure of each. Here now you can see that little fuzzy, 2 fuzzies. That's the Whirlpool Galaxy. And then the other one there is the Hercules globular cluster. It's actually quite bright, so that one you can see clearly, but it's still quite small. So we're going to have to crop both of these quite a bit with the Sharpstar. Then of course we're doing As usual, 60-second exposures. We're doing ISO 400, and that's because we're using the Astronomic CLS CCD light pollution filter, so it's not a real aggressive one. If I do anything more than 400, it just looks blown out and way too light. So ISO 400, 60-second exposures. As mentioned, I've got about 6 hours on the whirlpool before tonight, hoping to get just a couple. I have to work tomorrow morning, so can't stay out crazy late tonight, even though I'd like to. And I won't bother with Hercules tonight. I think I have enough integration time on that. I have about 2.5 hours. So that should be enough to provide a good picture, but we'll see. Hopefully I can back that up as usual. But yeah, really nice weekend. Really glad I was able to make the most of it. And hopefully have 2 nice targets. As I mentioned, I'm kind of running out of things to shoot with this little scope while I wait for more equipment. I did notice that the elephant trunk was starting to come up in the sky, but that's still pretty late at night, so I'm gotta wait a little bit more for that. That's another target I've been wanting to shoot for some time now. And of course the Cygnus is rising up right beside that as well, so lots coming, but I may have a little period where maybe I'll just add to other pictures I have, trying to get the quality a little bit better. Ones like the Pinwheel Galaxy, the Leo Triplet, like my last video. So we'll see what happens. Just wanted to make a quick one here, guys. Out in the, I was gonna say out in the field, but we're out in the city as usual. But yeah, hopefully things go well tonight. But so far so good. There's also no wind at all, which is awesome. Last time there was crazy winds when I was trying to get to Leo Triplet, and it definitely affected the shape of my stars in my image. But that's the way it goes sometimes. So tonight, no need for the recycling bins. Very still. Everything is so far so good. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully I'll have a nice couple of pictures for you after this video. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.